Hi there shed fans, welcome back, thanks for watching. This is a video for my RC channel. For you those Eagle Eye viewers, we've got Slot Car channel as well on the top here. Right, so for this video I've got Radio Link AT10, and as some of you may notice, I broke my switches off here. So it'll be a quick video really, just to change these two switches, and I'll talk you through it as I go. I ain't done them before, I've never attempted it, so we'll just see how it goes. Want my screwdriver and a couple of and a pair of pliers. See if I can get these in here. I've got my switches here. They've got nuts on. Let's just pop these out of this bag. So we've got an on off, the centre off, that's the centre off, that's just straight on off. So on my controller we want this short one for the centre off, and then we want a long one which is just that on off. Right, so my first problem is I'm not going to be able to get them. I'm not going to be able to get these rings off here which hold the nuts down. You're going to need a special tool to locate in these little cutouts. One there, and there's one there. So I've picked a pair of pliers. They're going to be my donor tool to make a tool to fit them rings. So I'll just I'll crack on with me. I've got a bench grinder here. I'm just uncovering to do my to grind the legs down. That works for us, as I say, grind the jaws down on that. Grind jaws down on these pliers to make them work. So obviously, always use your tools, have your own PP, personal protective equipment, do it safely, don't do it so you're going to injure yourself. I'm doing it now off camera, so you can't see me do it, so then you can't blame me if you get hurt. Right, so that's done. That's that. I've made them up to fit that. Literally takes that long. You just heard it on camera. So what I'm going to do now is, you can see that there, I'll fit these pliers into this locking tool, into these holes. And just unscrew that off. Well, I've not unscrewed it yet, but so that's loose now. That. I can do the other one. These switches I got off the dreaded eBay. They fit through Tarboro as well, apparently. Right, so they're both loose. So what I'll do now is, I'll take my battery box out. So I'll take power out of it, so there's no power on it now. Also, when my daughter was spraying her car up, we got some overspray on the orange front panel. Here, look, all around here, and a bit on the screen there. So what I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to change this front panel as well. I've got a spare orange front panel, which is here, but I don't know if I want to use that orange one. I might paint it a different colour. I'll paint this orange one a different colour and see how it turns out, and if it all goes wrong, I can use that orange. I can put that orange one on, can't I? So we'll just whip these screws out of here. What did I say for that? Yeah. Right, so I want this switch, the long toggle switch, and then I want the stager, the centre off switch. So just a couple of screws in the back. Just whip these screws out. I've got quite a few projects on at the minute. I've got my flatbed trailer, my low loader trailer I'm making, my triaxle flatbed trailer I'm going to make, and I've got a Volvo FH12 truck that I'm doing. My FH12 truck, I haven't done any videos on that, but I can do one in the future. That's I've made that with simulation air suspension, and I've made it with I just whip that off there, and simulation air suspension, and then I've got some wide wheels for it as well. Thing is with Tamiya FH12 kits, it's one of the first European trucks they did, I think, and it's not like the Scanias or the Mercs or anything, and they've got really dark windows, which I'm not overly keen on, really, having really dark windows. Right, so that's the back off. You just unplug this cable from circuit board and leave all my screws in the moulds. Right, so that's the back of your controller, just here. Now make that one a ratchet system. When you buy this controller, it comes with the spring. It comes with a spring and the arm. Look, you can see that arm there. It comes with that spring and that arm, so you can fit it. You can fit it in. Right, so there's two switches are busted here. So what I'll do is I'll plug soldering iron in to start with. I think just clean some of this off my bench. I want to use this 40 watt soldering iron. Right, so that's my soldering iron plugged in. Right, so to change this front panel, we've got a lot of work on here to change that. There's loads and loads of screws. All these bits here are all screws. So that might not be for the faint-hearted. Changing them screws out there. Changing that front panel, I mean. So it looks like the whole brain of the thing all screws to the back of that. So now I've loosened that ring off, I can just pull that out. And that one's just the on off. That big on off there, look. So, and they're exactly the same. Exactly the same switch. 5 amp, 100. Oh, that says 5 amp on it to me. Probably 1¼ volts max. Yeah, they're the same switch. Exactly the same switch. So, I'll wait till my iron warms up a bit. And then we can just swap that over. I'll get me my special tool I've just made. I haven't looked on eBay how much these tools are, but they'll not be cheap, will they? They'll not be cheap. All I've done to grind them down is just a bench grinder. Just to run them down a little bit off there. Oh, I've got a broken wire here. Yeah, so that just, this side switch, that just pulls out whatever that's for. If anybody's got radio link, wants to tell what them side sliders are for, it'd be handy. That's only 2 switches, so that one's bust. That one snapped off that middle pin. Right. So what I'll do is I'll employ my helping hands. That's my grill for my Volvo. Don't look too bad. Needs another coat of paint, like, but looks alright. That silver paint's taken an age to dry. Right, so that's his front one, this is his back one. So what I'll do is I'll put this these in here to hold my switch there. Right, that's hot enough. So all I have to do is unsolder this. And that's that off. That's that broken switch off. Going to get rid of the new one. So as I keep telling you guys on the videos, always flux your joints. Always use liquid flux. So I can tin my switch. I just dip that in flux, put it onto my switch. Red one goes into the middle. And like so, that's that done. That's easy enough. Flux my switch. Right, so that's that switch changed. So as you can see, they're soldered back in nicely on there. So that can go back onto there. So what I'll do is I'll just leave that one dangling over the side there for a minute. Alright, so this one now I need to re-bare that wire back and re-solder that one in. So this switch, that's a 2-stage switch. My black, I can see on my switch it says YF on one pin and on one pin, and then it goes to the middle, there's just a dot, and then the upper side's the off. Is the on, sorry, is on. So they're both on, middle's off, bottom's on. So I'll grip that on there. Again, we'll just run that off. Like that. Right, so I can see now that switch, they've cut off the legs. See legs on the bottom of this switch here, they've been cut off, look. So was that not going to fit if they've cut? Yeah, because it's got this resistor thing on here, they're not going to fit. So I'm going to have to cut them legs off the same. So I'll try with a pair of snips. I'll cut them off with a pair of snips and see if they do cut off okay. Yeah, they do. Alright, so they've all cut off. Now then. So I'll start with my red. So my red one just goes to the plain. The red wire just goes to the plain on bit there, like that. So we'll put a bit of flux on that leg. Really what I should be doing is unpicking all that wiring and unplugging loom. I'm not doing that. You can do if you want to, but I'll not bother. Right, so that's my red one put on. I'll put my black one on. In fact, no, I won't. I'm going to strip that white wire back there. and solder the white one on. Because that way I'll have room to get in. If I put black one on now, I'll not have room to get there, I don't think, to get white one in. I've seen these for sale in motorist discounts, and what they are is just a wire stripper. You just put your wiring top there. As you put it together, it grips one side and strips the other side. I can show you on these. So you got your bits of cable. This is silicon cable, but you just put your wire in like that. Just grip it together and it just strips it straight out like that. And they work on all sorts of wire, all different sizes. It's not just little wire, it does everything. All big stuff. I can't see up to hand to do it on the for you for something big. Anyway, right, so that's right, so we'll just tin that, put some flux on that cable. Flux that switch. Right, that's my white wire on. I'll do the same with my black wire. Right, so that's all my switches on. All my wires on my switches. So, put that back in there. So now I'll just use my original cones, my original cone screw things, screw heads. Screw that back into there. Just tighten that up. So that's that one in. I'll put my resistor thing back in, whatever that's for. Somebody will have to give me an heads up on that, I think. That's that one back in. And then we'll put this one, my last switch back in. Right guys, so that's right shed fans, so that's my two switches put back on. So now I've got this one fixed, I might be able to use that for my gears while I'm doing my forwards and backwards. I can change my channel from my gearbox on my trucks to this outer switch. That might be easier to do it on that 3-stage switch there. So that'll be first gear, second gear, third gear. Right, so also in this, I've got all these. Right, so I think I'll call it a day for this one, on this video, on my switch replacement. You can see them there working as they should. I'll just see if I can just get this back dropped on, make sure that fits okay. And yeah, that fits on. So, oh, those just screw my screws in, that's it, done. That's me video finished on how to place the switches on the top. What happened was it fell over on my desk on this modelling bench, and it's landed on them two switches and bust them both. So that's not good. So my next video, it'll be me painting this front, taking this front off. I'm going to repaint this orange front a different colour, and then go from there, I think. And if it doesn't turn out very well, I can always put this other orange front on if I need to when I've painted it. So that's it guys, thanks for watching, see you on the next one.